A hurricane is a huge storm. It can be up to 600 miles across and have strong winds spiraling inward and upward at speeds 75 to 200 miles per hour. Each hurricane usually lasts for over a week, moving 10 to 25 miles per hour over the open ocean. Hurricanes gather heat and energy through contact with warm ocean waters. Evaporation from the seawater increases their power. Hurricanes rotate in a counterclockwise direction around an eye. The center of the storm, or eye, is the calmest part. It has only light wind and fair weather. When they come onto land, the heavy rain, strong winds, and large waves can damage buildings.
Unless you live in the southern states, you only hear about the most destructive hurricanes. In fact, hurricanes occur every year, even multiple times a year. Each hurricane is measured based upon several variables like wind speed, diameter, direction of movement, and speed of movement. Category 1 hurricanes have wind speeds 74 to 95 miles per hour. The damage is minimal. Tree branches down and unanchored mobile homes moved. Category 2 hurricanes have wind speeds 96 to 110 miles an hour. The damage is moderate. Mobile homes damaged, poorly constructed buildings damaged, and some trees are down.
Category 3 hurricanes have wind speeds 111 to 130 miles per hour. The damage is extensive. Small buildings are damaged, large trees are down, and mobile homes are destroyed. Category 4 hurricanes have wind speeds 131 to 155 miles per hour. The damage is extreme. Outer walls are damaged, roof failure on small buildings, extensive damage to doors and windows, and mobile homes are destroyed. Category 5 hurricanes have wind speeds that are greater than 155 miles per hour. Damage is catastrophic. Complete roof failure on many buildings. Some buildings are destroyed. Severe window or door damage, and mobile homes are again destroyed.
If you live in an area that's prone to hurricanes, then an emergency kit can be a big help for you. An emergency kit is designed to give you all of the basic things you need to survive and be safe, from a way to get clean water for yourself to first aid kits and other helpful tools.
A hurricane forms only above warm tropical water. The wind must be blowing in the same direction and at the same speed to force air upward from the ocean surface. Winds flow outward above the storm, allowing the air below to rise. Hurricanes typically form between 5 to 15 degrees latitude north and south of the equator.
Storm surges are frequently the most devastating element of a hurricane. As a hurricane's winds spiral around and around the storm, they push water into a mound at the storm's center. This mound of water becomes dangerous when the storm reaches land because it causes flooding along the coast. The water piles up, unable to escape anywhere but on land as the storm carries it landward. A hurricane will cause more storm surge in an area where the ocean floor slopes gradually. This causes major flooding.
Before the storm, prepare a disaster supply kit for your home and car. Have an NOAA weather radio handy with plenty of batteries so you can listen to the storm advisories. Have some cash handy as well, because following a hurricane, banks and ATMs may be temporarily closed. Board up your windows and bring in outdoor objects that could blow away. Make sure you know where all the evacuation routes are. During the storm, stay away from low-lying and flood-prone areas. Always stay indoors during a hurricane because strong winds will blow things around. Leave mobile homes and go to a shelter. If your home isn't on higher ground, go to a shelter. If emergency managers say so, evacuate immediately. After the storm, stay indoors until it is safe to come out. Check for injured or trapped people without putting yourself in danger. Watch out for flooding, which can happen after a hurricane. Do not attempt to drive in flood water. Stay away from standing water because it may be electrically charged from underground or drowned power lines. Don't drink tap water until officials say it is safe to do so.
Entire towns have been wiped out around Gulfport, Mississippi. A local mayor says this is our tsunami. Underwater, here in New Orleans tonight, after the giant storm came the rising waters. Over 80% of the city is flooded. And a survivor story. One man clings to a tree when the storm surge hits and now picks through what's left of his home and his life. Hurricane Katrina. The damage here along the Gulf Coast is catastrophic. There's a frantic effort underway tonight to find survivors. There are an uncounted number of the dead tonight. Looting was everywhere. In a city with no basic human services, there is little police can do. Today, we found the body of a dead man on a street corner.
Mother Nature, we're just going to deal with it. That's all we have.
On August 28, 2005, Hurricane Katrina gained energy and was categorized as a Category 5 hurricane. Hurricane Katrina started as a tropical depression over warm water. As it kept moving, the storm gained energy. The winds were at 175 miles per hour. On August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit Louisiana as a Category 3 hurricane. The winds were at a max of 125 miles per hour. Hurricane Katrina is recorded as the most destructive hurricane in history, although that is because of the cost of the cleanup, not the death toll. In 2006, the cost reached approximately $60 billion in insured losses, including flood damage from Katrina. The storm surge was 20 feet tall. About 80% of New Orleans was underwater. Homes, businesses, hopes, and dreams were destroyed by the storm.
When Hurricane Katrina barreled ashore, most people tried to get out of her way, but photographers Mike Tice, and Jim Reed drove right into it instead, staying in a hotel right on the beach in Gulfport, Mississippi, which, as you know, was in the bullseye of the storm, and they captured incredible images of the power of Katrina. Here is the exclusive video.
Well, here we are, Jim Reed and myself. We're in Gulfport, right on the coast. We got a big storm surge coming in now. Storm surge. Oh yeah, it's coming up now. You know what? These walls are going to start coming.
When the surge does come up. So I was expecting it to happen, pretty fast, but I never witnessed it like that. And man, it came in so fast, and I could see how, it could really catch somebody. They shouldn't be there to begin with, but it could catch somebody off guard because it just does come up so fast.
It's so dramatic. And look at Gulfport, a fairly developed and populated area. What were your impressions when you saw what was left?
I was horrified.